All right, here we go into the first map. Best of 3 Monte versus LDLC here on the ESL Challenger League season.
That it is, diving straight into Nuke. Of course, this will be LDLC's map pick. Starting off on this T side. They're going to need to make some serious inroads here. They're going to start off by pushing into lobby. See if they can make some space for themselves.
This is LDLC's map pick. Let's see if they can win it up versus Monte, who are looking like the stronger team. And, well, maybe not. Warrior's going to be the first one to go down, but there's going to be push coming in from ramp. LDLC going to have to be careful on this front. Lambert, I think, has made the call. The realization that there is a backstab. With a difficult situation, still finds one. SDY is going for a trade, but it's not good enough. Now they're going to be down to 2 players, but is it going to be coming up from behind? DemQQ's down. SDY is going to be left at a 1v3. Unfortunately, they descend on him from all angles.
That was nutty, the way that backstab completely failed. Like, on a pistol round, doing something like that is really cool. So they go out on an exploratory mission up through ramp to see, you know, maybe they're pushing ramp. And if they're not, then exactly what happened, they can do the backstab. But Snobbling goes absolutely nuts, getting 3 kills for himself there. And by the time that push comes through, like you said, right, Lambert calls it, he knows, picks up the bomb, gets the hell out of dodge. And that gives them so much space to work with. Really good reactions from LDLC.
Yeah, you love to see it, and Snoblin getting 3 kills, that's absolutely huge. Eventually getting traded down, but he's already done the damage. Oh god, Gravity straight on pushing through this. IG Yao, he turns around in almost a 180 onto SDY. We missed it, but it was glorious nonetheless. DemQQ with a nice kill as well. kRaSnaL, but they're just going to get traded left, right, and center. DemQQ this time left alive, misses his shots. Dodging the bullets and returning one of his own. Solid round coming out from LDLC, but they have lost 2 players, so at least some damage done, but due to that being a force buy, it is going to put Monte in a bit of a back foot.
Yeah, at least they survive with, you know, 3 of the AKs coming through into the next round. Don't often see that many AKs coming through on round 2. Usually you'll get like a smattering of Galils, maybe a Mac 10, something like that. But they went in pretty hard with that buy. It works out for them, like you said. They only lost 2 players, and 2 is a decent amount, but they come through quite strong, and now they can put a good spend into this again.
Bloody Zeus's on DemQQ. I mean, I love the cheekiness of them, but you don't earn Apple money, and just in general, you could save that money for some extra utility. You could make all the difference. But, you know, that being said, if you do manage to get a kill with it and pick up a rifle, you could... I've seen teams win because of that, but it's such a rare occurrence. I do like the respect from LDLC there. They're making sure to clear out all their angles here, pushing over towards the CT spawn. Slow and methodical. Maybe it's going to be partly thanks to Lambert just saying, all right, chill, lads. We don't need to take any tap breaks because I'm actually in the game.
I love that it's the coach who is on this deep mission towards the B site with the Mac 10, looking to try and garner some information. He realizes B is mostly clear, but he's pulling back, and he's probably going to run straight into kRaSnaL.
Should be fine with the Mac 10. Smoked out for them. B control going to be on the side. The pistol's not looking to gain too much right off the bat. Now they're going to have to try and go in for the retake with just pistols. None of them have armor. There's no real reason to try and keep these pistols into the next round. You're much better off trying to go into a denial of the money anyway on the side of LDLC. Monte's in a good position. I don't know if Afro saw him. He's still going to be checking the angle, but he's going to get electrocuted rifle in his hands. And SDY finds his 2nd kill. That's so big. That's so much damage done. This bonus round is looking super costly for LDLC, even if this is going to be the 3rd bomb down on the plant for them. Oh, actually, no. Only 2nd.
Yeah, I mean, this was far more costly, I think, than LDLC were prepared for. The fact that they lose 2 AKs in that as well, that is incredibly rough. They're going to have to obviously reinvest into this with slightly more limited funding, but because they've consistently won rounds and got a few bomb plants for themselves. They're still doing okay. There's a very small concession in terms of what utility is available, and they're buying into that AWP. So they're looking to take this next round strong and really stamp their mark on it. Monte, for their credit, they've pulled out an AWP as well. Monte, the simple in training. Let's see if he's not Monte, Warrior 2K. Monte's the team. Let's see if he's up to the challenge.
I'd say I'd question the back 10, but Lambert, he's going to fall first. That's going to be DemQQ. And you know what? That position is actually really good for any kind of SMG. Should be able to pump out that initial fast damage. Going to drop a piece of utility as well. Might be able to upgrade here. It's going to be an AK picked up. For Mac 10, that's going to be the first kill for him. $600 in the bag. And then that's going to lead into, obviously, that AK pick. Oh, Boris! Takes down Afro. Had the AWP in hand no longer. Now backing up. He has got a player looking to help him out here. SDY going to be holding up his outer side here. But it does look like LDLC are going to be backing up. They've lost 2 players, Afro and Lambert. The coach so far not able to find a kill.
Boris has the reflexes of a cobra that is being threatened. Insane there to win that AWP.
Good trade, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Jumping down into the vents was unfortunately a full dumpster dive. Gravity finds one. This IGL is going to have to do a lot more than just that first kill. Drops down into the vents, gets the headshot as well. That's at least the damage done to the Eagle. 1 versus 2. Spots out the AWP as well. Warro is going to be able to try and deny this plant. He's going to be playing aggressive. Gets the kill and denies the bomb plant as well. So that's even less money on the back in the bank here for these players. Look at Afro's cash.
I mean, this was a solid round from Monte because they win it with so many players still left alive at the end of it. And LDLC, I mean, that it all just went so wrong so quickly. First they lose Lambert, and you know, at that point they really struggle to kind of restabilize themselves. They're trying to take that space, and as you said, right, the jump down vent, and instantly you're 2 players down. There was a great attempt to wrestle it back, but good timing from Warro 2K to deny that plant from coming through entirely. And now LDLC back down onto pistols. They're already on the ropes.
Not what you want to see. Obviously, being able to get those first 2 rounds is awesome. They did it really well in good fashion, but Monte was just sitting, biding their time, and as soon as we saw the weapons drop over to the side of Monte, it's like, well, this is starting to look a bit spicy. If they can try to wear down the economy of Monte on this round, it'd be pretty good, especially with these pistols. Been a bit of a switch up over towards that ramp position. Snobbling going down early is not looking too good for them, leaving 2 players who've found 0 kills so far this game. But we are only in the 5th round, so I'm not really going to be too critical. Down this corner, spots him out, but unfortunately the AK's gun in this position, running out of bullets. Gravity takes down Boros. Well, AWP is there, right? Fell back down towards the bottom of hell. That's going to be last one left alive. Glock in hand, unable to achieve anything.
Oh, and this again kind of speaks to how impactful that first pistol round can be. LDLC rode that wave all the way to 3 rounds, but Monte, as soon as they were able to buy in, they have looked almost untouchable. And that again was another round where they only lose 1 player. It was almost flawless. 2 rounds in a row for themselves, and LDLC still in a very tight spot economically because so many of those rounds were very close. I mean, you think about round 2, where Monte on pistols were able to get 3 of the LDLC players offline. Money is broken.
It's just going to get punished even more as they try to break through. kRaSnaL finding 1. LDLC do get a trade-off. It's going to be Boros falling. Rifle in hand, Afro. Doing a good job at the upper hand right now in regards to player count, but not for long. kRaSnaL is going to be able to find his 3rd kill, looking in for his 4th, and for his ace, but he pushes it too far. kRaSnaL falls, and that's going to leave SDY. The last one left standing. He did, like I mentioned briefly last year, play on the roster of Na'Vi. He's played with top players. See if he can implement some of that top level strategy here. Smoke's going to be going down over towards B. Is he going to read into this or just completely ignore it. Seems like he's only now going to be biting on, and unfortunately he does get spotted out. The headshot lands. It's going to have been heard. He's covered up the smoke, that vent position, so now the player's going to run through and caught off guard. Afro. They just outplayed each other there. The SDY came out on top.
Sorry, give me a moment. I'm just gonna pick my jaw up off the floor. One smoke to just cover a sharp right turn, and LDLC retreat, back turned to SDY, didn't even check the corner, and that is the most ridiculous clutch imaginable. I mean, well done, Monte, to maintain control, I guess.
Wow, okay. Right off the bat, Gravity Fools.
It's a good show.
This is not... Yeah. LDLC, they were looking pretty strong at the start of this in the pistol rounds, but, you know, sometimes that is just the way it goes. Now Monte's been picked up the pace. Still struggling to build up an economy here, Sam. There's a lot of kills coming in.
Like, last round should have been much cleaner for Monte, which is what part of the problem was. LDLC came in with so little. And so now that they're LDLC keeping it close, Monte themselves are struggling to pick up anything. But this lurk from Waro could turn the tides. They could come through with a flawless here.
Yeah, and it's exactly what they need to try and secure the economical balance that they're looking for. Footsteps heard. Snoblin is going to be the one holding up the rear, but he's only got 19 points of HP. Make that 0, and Waro takes 2, picks up an AK for his trouble, and that's going to be a full barrage of rifles going into this next round. I don't expect we're going to be seeing AWP come out. They don't quite have the economy to support it. Even though he has 6k, I think they need one more round in the bag to make it work. Especially with the round that we're going to be seeing coming out from LDLC. What's the point?
Yeah, 100%. Try and extend that money a little bit if you can. And with LDLC forcing in, not forcing, but upgrading with pistols, you could even extend your rifle one more round just to really cement that cash, because it feels like they might need to.
Oh, nice first kill. Snoblin goes down. How in those stats? 10-3. Deagle from Afro. We did miss that. Unfortunate. Always love seeing the Deagle headshots come through. Probably one of the most satisfying guns to watch being used.
Do you know what I haven't missed?
What?
Look at Lambert and Broxy. Oh, Broxy, he did it! It happened!
Oh!
Oh, we got 2 of them!
kRaSnaL was being impressive. Like, obviously this round that was just pistols, but his aim was crisp right there. He flicked back across. I'm gonna give him props to that, especially his A hold versus a buy worked out really well a couple of rounds ago.
The fact that kRaSnaL wins that, like, he's got 3 players looking at him. Sure, they have pistols, but you'd think one of them would be able to do something. Great spray control, great transfers, and yeah, we have 2 007s in the lobby, folks. That is rough. LDLC are feeling the pressure right now. And, well, despite the upgraded pistols in the previous round and Monte potentially being able to extend that rifle, nah. Waro's got the AWP in his hands. We're not here to play games. This is a war.
Oh. I mean, we came into this with heavy predictions of Monte being able to dominate on it. And, I mean, I still stand by that. We've got 2 James Bonds in the server at the moment. Lambert, I don't expect a crazy amount from him. He's a coach. But Brooksy, he's got to be doing better than this. We're going into the 9th round. You've got 0 kills. Got to be a little bit more effective. SDY pushes through, finds the first and the second. Snoblin goes down. We unfortunately switched away at the wrong time, but it's all good. Monte taking dominance on the map once again. This smoke just didn't work. When SDY is going to be pushing through, it's not going to work out. Oh, Waro misses his shot. not something I like to see, and it's not something I get to say too often. Lambert's made his way down, tagging his lucky stars, but he's meeting head on, and unfortunately it's going to kRaSnaL. He was tagged down, so single bullet to the dome, finished the job. Turn around, there we go, puts a kill on the board. Finally. They have to go for a save, and Warrow goes down. My voice going to be going up a pitch every so often there, it seems.
It's a good call here to hold the line, as it were. Hold on to this AWP for Afro as well. And Afro, I mean, he's a relatively recent pickup as well. And I think that he's been a solid performer on this roster and historically on Heat as well. But there have been the occasional question marks around consistency. So,
you're a lot nicer about it than I am.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's because I'm a diplomat and you're a bully. So
nah, I'm a diplomat. I just, sometimes a bit of a realist.
Yeah, it has been pretty touch and go. So I'm hoping to see him kind of step up a little bit here, getting that kill onto Warrow and securing 2 players surviving at the end of the last round. That's definitely a good start. It's helping to keep them going. And Brooksy, no longer the 007, so we love to see it. But there needs to be more happening right now. And I hate to do this, but it needs to be called out, right? Coach Lambert not performing, and we do have that asterisk, we do have that caveat. He is the coach, he is not a player. But unfortunately, that a team is as strong as its weakest link, and right now he's that weak link.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Whenever there's going to be a stand, then you want it to be someone who's active in the circuit, able to adjust a lot quicker. And we you know what, we did say, oh, he's got some stats on the board, but that was from one game. I can't remember. I mean, I'll have to double check which one it even was, but it doesn't matter. Like, it was a singular game so far this season. They played, well, like a last month or like the day, whatever. It's not going to be good enough. Saving those 2 guns. Picking up something here. Not like that, though. kRaSnaL's going to be destroying them. kRaSnaL's actually a player that I had a little bit of doubt on when I last cast Monte, and it's nice to see that he's actually picking up the pace and going into this. SDY, Warrior, 2 solid players. Kind of the players you expect to be performing. SDY, here's the footsteps above him. Have to be careful spamming the bullets with this. You only have 8. His team up. Oh, Afro finds 2. We're doubting his consistency, but he managed to land 2 shots.
Probably worth mentioning for anyone who doesn't know, Monte did actually win last season. So again, another reason why we look at this team as a clear favorite. They secured themselves a spot in EPL season 18, so they're hard chilling. And this is just getting more reps in, which is always incredibly important, and kind of stamping their mark a little bit and looking incredibly strong. Again, we are only in week 2, but it's a damn good start for this team.
Them making it to the major. I mean, I mentioned it at the start that I'm excited to see what kind of run they could pull out, and I am a little bit worried for some of the tier 1 teams who have been expected to just dominate. But moving on from that, we missed the action there, but SDY can control the bomb just so easily. This should be the 8th down the board that we're looking at here. We'll have to wait and see. LDLC, they might come back here. No, Warrior shuts down Afro. That's going to leave Lambert, the coach. 0-9 at the moment on the board. I don't like bullying the coach here, the standing, but like I said, it has to be mentioned sometimes. Maybe he'll be gifted a kill if he... Never mind.
Oh, he ducked behind the door frame there, and I thought, oh, maybe on the repeat, but no, unfortunately not. I mean, to be fair, he only had a Mac 10 to work with. Yeah, like, I'm not going to go on about it anymore. I think that it's been, it would be beating a dead horse at that point. So for now, it really is, it's Monte putting on a clinic. Sure, they lost those first couple of rounds, and I again, I chalked it up to, the potential snowball of the first pistol. And they didn't force in the second round. I think if they had forced in round 2, they might have very easily brought things back in their favor. But, you know, this isn't a team to take unnecessary risks. Put some respect on your opponent, even if you know they're at a bit of a handicap. And they played it, you know, very stock standard. Got their bye on the 4th round and instantly turned things back in their favor. We know that Nuke CT is going to be a stronger side just in general. But LDLC need at least 3 more rounds, and that's almost as many rounds as we have left. So, and with them being on a pistol here, it's not looking good.
Yeah, they've managed to do a lot more with the pistol rounds than they have their rifle rounds, unfortunately. But even then, they've been real sort of damage rounds rather than wins. Smoke goes out from Boris a little bit too late, but honestly, he did it the best he could. I didn't really have the real time, and he's going to be still playing fairly aggressive here on the ramp position. Roy holding up towards the help spot at the moment. He's playing super counter-aggressive. He's going to find a double kill for himself. No, he's denied. It's going to be SDY coming in from the side. Roy with one of his own, and that's going to be a complete shutdown with Afro. Last player known, and they should have an idea where he is, because he's heavily damaged. I'm not quite sure who he was battling with. Gets crushed. There we go. Kill is found. He goes down. Was SDY that did the damage on him? Interesting.
SDY and kRaSnaL have been pretty monstrous. Like, Waro, as flashy as some of his things are, and, you know, he had that really cool lurk around outside and all the way into the back of lobby. Even then, like, he hasn't been up there, you know? The other players are just stealing all of those kills. And, you know, as a confirmed kill stealer myself, I will say that it is a very, very satisfying feeling.
Oh, there we go, Snoblin. Snoblin, rather, able to open up. Tim Q goes down. Lots of damage actually going to be coming back through, even more so as SDY finds gravity. kRaSnaL going in for the vent drop here. Going to be a bit of a B play, but also going to be sitting on the other side of the smoke. kRaSnaL, he's looking to maybe go up through top secret at the moment. SCY going to have to play more carefully here. Boris going down means that a little bit more vulnerable than they may well have wished, but kRaSnaL's read this fairly well. Gone back over towards office at the moment. Trying to see if they have any smokes. They don't. They have a molly, but there's not really a room you can molly that easily and cut off access. They have to go in for a bit of a double peek on this. This is not the easiest alpha angle to do that on. kRaSnaL finds 2. This man is on absolute fire. Lambert finally finds a kill. Afro with 1 as well. SDY goes down. kRaSnaL's going to be playing aggressive. Look at the try and going for the chase. Lambert with 2. Sorry, he found it. Well, the spray comes through. 9 HP. He's got the bomb as well. kRaSnaL knows he has to try and beat this player up, and he's going to bait it out. And instead, Lambert hits the headshot, winning them their first round after so long. Let's get it, coach.
I mean, yeah, it's been 9 rounds since they got around. And for Lambert to come out of that with a 3K to help secure that round for them at last, the question again becomes, is it too little too late? 2 rounds left in this half. If LDLC can secure them, they go in with some semblance of an opportunity, right? 6 is generally that magic number. 7 would have been better, but you take what you can get at this point. It's going to be a bit of a tough spend because, again, these rounds have been incredibly close, so there will have to be some sacrifices made, and there you go. Got a Galil coming out, and there is going to be an okay amount of utility, but Afro buying into that AWP, he's semi-glass cannon, he's only got the Kevlar, or the body armor, there's no helm, so it's gonna be pretty tight, all things considered. Monte, however, still sitting pretty, so not terribly concerned just yet.
Utility's gonna get yeeted out there. Pushing towards A is looking prominent, but we'll have to wait and see. Still 3 players back on top of this position here, looking to go in for a bit of a double nade stack towards that vent position. Triple, actually. Unfortunately, doesn't do too much damage, but the smoke cover up from those nades works absolutely perfectly. Allowing to extend that position, but Waro, he's here, he's fast, he's a flicker. Gets the kill now. Something goes down, but they still have a player down there. I'm not sure if they're aware of it or not. kRaSnaL now certainly aware of it. Loses his head. boRus is going to be deep on site in the moment. They're not going to quite expect him to be in this position. boRus is going to be there waiting as well. Lambert, he's pushed on through, playing sneaky beaking like now. boRus should have this red. He's going to be clearing this angle. Headshot comes through. Information that there is a player down there. They also know Warriors down towards B somewhere as well. But Warriors going to be holding this angle. They've got a double peek on this as well. Warrior finds the first kill. Afro is still going to be playing aggressive. Proximity rather as well. With the Galil, they find the kill and now back up. On towards Yard. SDY holding this cross. MQQ gets the initial damage coming up behind them. It's going to be boRus, but it's going to be SDY. They need to worry about it. They had no idea. Afro finds one, but he's got another two to try and at least try and clear out. And unfortunately, he doesn't hear the silent rogue footsteps of boRus.
Just quickly, I see there is some confusion in Twitch chat. So yes, Lambert is the coach. Their usual player, Amanek, was recently benched. We did touch on that at the start of the stream. Just saying. But I'll reiterate that for anyone who joined late. You know, people have schedules. I get it. It's fine. Unfortunately, last round and a half here for LDLC. It is, of course, going to be a force. They have to spend every last cent they have. And it's not great by any means. Afro losing that AWP is heartbreaking.
Painful one, 10 rounds on the board. Monte looking really good. Damn, he's actually in a dangerous position here versus this gun, but he doesn't care. The aggressive plays for his teammates. boRus and Co have just pushed on through. Final round on this half. They get 5th round on the board. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe there's something here they can find. This is LDLC. Sees map pick. Goes down. Afro with an AWP. This gives him a bit of an extra boon, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be enough. kRaSnaL's really been their kryptonite alongside SDY. Oh, the other teammates all have 7 kills each. That's nice to see. Oh, SDY steals that away from kRaSnaL. Gravity a kill. Damn. He pushes in, but doesn't clear this angle properly. He looks away from boRus. Flicks back, but far too slow. Afro now, last one left alive. Finds one, flicks on towards boRus. Going to be able to find now. Around the corner. Misses the shots. It was just next to his shoulder. Oh, GG, well played so far on this half. We're going to go into the second half in a couple of moments, so make sure to stick around and we'll see you in a few.
break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, hurt you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than your rescue? I'm feeling kinda used, yeah, like a drug that you take when you're sick of crying all your tears away. Is that all I am? All I want is for you to be happy. You know this ain't healthy. Do I make you happy? How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, what you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you.
Welcome back, folks. Unfortunately, there was like a technical hiccup and we missed the first round, but don't worry, Monty won the pistol. So yeah, you can probably guess where this is going. A big force in here, Galil's and a scout against, well, there's a bit of a force from LDLC to no avail.
Afro's gonna Afro. Snoblin, I guess, and Brooksy. He tries using Mag 7 long range. Not quite the Nova, it doesn't have quite the distance. It's very quick spread of pellets. Gravity, last one left alive, and just wondering where. Oh, come on!
No, man.
We've all had that happen. You're like sneaking around, and just a random piece of utility flings out and hits you. There's no way he even bothers going for this. He's got some armor. He's got 69 points of HP and well, a pistol and a smoke.
Gotta save that smoke, Tom.
Honestly, I mean, considering he's got $0 in the bank, yeah, like.
Yeah, I mean, the armor more so than anything else. Going into the next round, they're going to have very, very little to work with. Again, there was a little bit of a force into this that did not work out. It was so instantaneous. It was so explosive. Monte completely overran the site, and LDLC just... all they did was the tiniest little bit of damage onto two of the players. It's not enough. As we come into the next round, because they spent so much into this round, they're going to have next to no cash on a round that should have been a fairly okay buy. Not to be the case.
I mean, I have to think that they just thought, you know what? We lost the piss round. We have to win the second round and the third round to really have a real shot at this. It is looking rather dire. I don't like saying it, but when you've got a stand-in who's their coach, so obviously... To reiterate for anyone who is just rejoining us, as it seems to be obviously new people joining, there is a stand-in on the side of LDLC. Amanek was benched, and Lambert, the coach, is standing in, which is, you know, why he's on 4 to 15. But Brooksy, he doesn't have that excuse. He's 115 at the moment. He's had very little impact on the scoreboard so far.
Been a rough day at the office all around, I think, for LDLC. You also got to keep in mind, you know, having your coach playing instead of a solid fifth really got to hurt the mental a little bit.
Yeah, I do feel for them. It's really not the best at the moment, which, you know, kind of almost ironic with the fact that the last CSGO major is going to be in Paris. So we're not going to be seeing many Frenchmen in that major in Paris. Gravity, push it through, finds a kill. That's going to be a rifle in the hand, but he's going to have to back off. He's got very little money, but the nade is going to take care of the business. He goes down. USB in the hands of Lambert. Unfortunately, he's only got a few bullets left. It's not going to matter. He's going to go down now. Afro, last one left alive, going for the spray, but through the smoke, Waro taps him down.
This really is just a solid outclassing. Every round, Monte consistently win those battles. And they're just kind of pushing in as a 5, right? You got a couple of players pushing out together. They've got quite a few of those angles covered, and LDLC fumble the bag a little bit. They're not hitting their shots, and I hate boiling it down to hitting your shots. I think that's the most herdo thing that you can say on analysis, but it really is that simple right now. And you can see it in the number of kills that LDLC have versus Monte.
I love how consistent Boris, War2UK, and DemQQ are being. They've all had pretty much the same kills, like round to round to round. And like they're still consistent on like 11 kills each at the moment. They're leaving, you know, SDY and kRaSnaL to pick up most of the kills here. Add up those stats for HLTV. Oh no! SDY is like, are you serious? AK is dropped in an inaccessible point. I forgot that spot's actually even a thing. This map's development over the years has been super interesting. If you only know this version of Nuke, I really suggest going back and maybe searching on YouTube for the history of Nuke. It's a very old map, and this looks nothing like move on. See if LDLC can pick up a round. So we're going to be starting off very well. He's going to be going in for his second kill. There goes it in for another one, but unable to accomplish that. Sniper's coming through, but it's going to be, of course, Scout versus AWP situation, which is going to win, and now SDY. He's only had a deagle there to try and contend with. And he wins that fight. It's now going to be Coach versus SDY, who is tagged down to 34 points of HP. The bomb's going down. Lambert, he's read this. And SDY, I think he's just going to be playing in for the kill here. He's not even going to be playing defensively. He knows he can probably outplay this. And there you go. First tag comes through. Deagle finishes the job.
Oh, what a clutch. Fantastic work from SDY there. And I'm sitting here going, oh man, LDLC, they got this. Monte slow down, right? 2 rounds back, they're super explosive. This last round, they slow it down. They take their time. And LDLC, Afro up on that high ground. Really solid crossfires. They managed to get quite a few kills for themselves to bring it down to SDY, who only has a scout in hand. And this is the thing, this is why he was one of those players that we pointed out. Such an experienced veteran player. And that is shining through in spades here. Monte now on match point.
This is going to be it. 20 rounds in total. Afro starting off with the bang. Warriors going down. He's going to be in a good position here with the MP9. He has to hope he doesn't get burnt alive. Monte, they only have 1 Molotov. So they probably don't want to use it on that position. Boris clears out. The player on side proxy goes down. Loses a lot of HP in the process. Job's done. Oh, Snobbling goes down. He pushed a little bit too far out. The flash comes out. He's blinded, and DemQQ was able to just push in. Gravity does get a trade-off. Boris turns around just in time. Eyes on the back of his head. Kill. It's good still. He's going to fall. Afro pushes on. Gets another one. Going in for the second as well. Fantastic double kill there. The nade's going to be finishing his life, but the job's done. Now it's going to be Gravity pushing out. Unable to contend. SDY going in for a clutch to win it out.
He's been involved in so many clutch moments, and in that one, again, it was a round where LDLC had control. They were looking so good, and this is what I talk about with teams, the ability to stabilize.